Hi, everyone. Thank you for coming to take class. I'm Kathleen, if we have never met before, but I'm glad you're here. We're going to be doing heart and chest openers. So stay mindful of how the stretches feel in your body. You never want to overstretch any part of your body, but your shoulders are particularly sensitive. So take what you need. You can always skip something if it doesn't feel quite right, and feel free to scale back. All classes are donation based, so if you're able to donate, information on how to do that is linked just below the video. Thanks so much for coming. Let me know how you're doing. We'll start in child's pose today. Draw your knees wide, sit back onto your heels. Rest your forehead onto the earth, and then find some movement right away. Crawl your fingers over to the right. Drop your left shoulder, gaze under your right shoulder. Fingers back to center, other side. Crawl your hands over to the left. Drop your right shoulder, look under your left shoulder. And then back to center. Rest your forehead on your mat or maybe a block. Option to take traditional child's pose here. Open through the heart right away. Bend your elbows, bring your palms to touch. Slide your thumbs back behind your neck. If that doesn't feel quite right, just release. Take a breath in through your nose. Out through your mouth. Maybe you stick out your tongue. Let it go. A couple more like that. Inhale through your nose. Your low belly lifts. Your mid belly, your chest. Out through your mouth. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale to fill up. Big exhale. Last one, in through the nose. Out through your mouth. And as you feel ready, slow down your breath. Switch to breathing in through your nose and out through your nose. Allow any thoughts to surface. And as they flow in, focus on your breath. Maybe they flow out just as easily. Place your forearms to the earth if they aren't yet there. Take a round of breath. And push up into child's or tabletop. Find all fours. Walk your knees under your hips. Your wrists under your shoulders. Inhale, cow pose. Slide your heart forward as you energetically pull your wrists back. Exhale, cat, round and curl your spine. Push into your palms, your shins as you draw your belly in. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. And take a few more rounds through your cow, cat. You can sway your hips side to side or flip your fingers towards your knees. Stretch through your forearms. Find a neutral tabletop, puppy pose. Crawl your hands forward, drop your forehead to the earth. Keep your hips high over your knees. Use each exhale to sink your heart a little closer to your mat. Activate through your arms, push into your fingertips, lift your wrists, your forearms, your elbows. Inhale back to tabletop. Tuck your toes. Hover your knees a few inches off of the earth. Pull your low belly up and in. Maybe you stay here or right knee, right elbow. Step it back. Left knee, left elbow. Step it back. A few more times on your own with your breath. You can pick up the pace if you'd like or stay with the slow movement. Draw your belly up and in. Then push through your palms so your upper spine is rounded here, working to separate your shoulder blades. One more round each side. Downward facing dog. Send your hips high. Take any movement. Sway side to side or bend one knee, bend the other knee.
Keep your feet where they're at, ragdoll the back of your mat. Crawl your hands towards your toes, bend your knees. Hang heavy here, option to grab for opposite elbow creases. Stay with your breath, in through your nose, out through your nose. Let your grip go. Crawl to downward facing dog. Inhale, high plank. Shift your shoulders forward over your wrists. Now your knees can tap down here. Maybe you're holding in a plank position. Shoulder taps. Bring your right palm to your left shoulder. Place it down. Left shoulder, right palm, left palm to right shoulder. Moving with your breath. You can widen your feet here so you have more of a solid base. Work to keep your hips as still as possible. If you want an added challenge, you'll lift your opposite leg as you bring your palm to your shoulder. You're here for about 15 more seconds. Keep pulling your core in, and your quads are super active. Your legs are engaged. 10 more seconds. Your knees can always tap down. You've got 5. Even yourself out. We lower all the way to the earth. Option to lower your knees as you drop your chest. Cobra pose. Walk your hands by your low ribs. Press the tops of your feet down. Inhale, lift your chest. Pull your belly up and in as you push your pelvis into the earth. Squeeze your elbows and shoulder blades together. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. One more time. Inhale, cobra pose. You lift. Belly pulls up. Exhale, down. This time, king cobra. Widen your arms. Walk your wrists underneath your elbows, push into your fingertips, and then add gentle pressure here to lift your chest open through your heart. Squeeze your shoulder blades together, and then you're going to feel some compression in your low back, so you've got to pull your belly up and in. Let your glutes go a little bit. Breath in. Exhale, lower down. One more time. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower. Slide your hands by your low ribs, tuck your toes. Inhale, tabletop or reverse push-up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or hop to the top of your space. Inhale, halfway lift, flatten your spine. You push your palms into your shins. Lengthen the crown of your head forward. Extend your tailbone back. Exhale, fold. A couple more times. Inhale, halfway lift, flat spine. Exhale, fold, move with your breath. You can bend your knees, especially if you have a sensitive low spine. If this bothers your low back, you'll shift your hips back in space. Finish the round that you're on. Meet in a forward fold. Then rise to stand. You can curl up bone by bone or stand straight up. Arms by your sides at the top, and then big shoulder rolls. Squeeze your shoulders up and back. Down and forward. Inhale, chair pose. Sit low into your chair, rock weight into your heels. Pull your knees and hips back in space. Option to pulse here. Draw your belly button in as you lengthen your tailbone down, taking some of that curve out of your low back. Breath in. Exhale, airplane arms. Send your hands back. Flip your palms to face the earth. Squeeze your pinkies together. Feel your upper body or triceps activate. Option to pulse, option to peel up onto your toes. Keep your shoulders down away from your ears and then gaze slightly forward of your mat so you've got the natural curve in your neck. Full round of breath. Inhale, rise to stand, drop your heels. Exhale, back bend, cactus out your arms, extend your heart to the sky. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high plank and hold. Plant your hands, step your feet back behind you. We're gonna take some wide arm push-ups. So you can skip these, you can tap your knees down, but walk your hands half on, half off your mat. Rotate your pointer fingers inward. So your pointer fingers face the top of your space and your hands are internally rotated. From here, lower down halfway. Exhale to lift. Lower down and lift. Your knees can tap to the earth, but you're pulling your belly in. Activate your quads. Draw your quad muscles into the bone. Let's try 4 more. Always an option to hold in plank. Always an option to find child's pose. 2 more if you're taking them. Last one. Walk your hands back to shoulder width distance apart. Find your plank pose. Inhale, shift your shoulders forward towards your fingers. Exhale, take your push-up or lower down for cobra pose. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. You can skip those at any point. We'll flow breath to movement. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, travel to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, airplane arms. Inhale, rise to stand. Hands to heart, exhale. Inhale, send your arms high. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, find your version of your push-up today or press back to down dog. Squeeze your elbows in. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more time through. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, make your way to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, airplane arms. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, send your arms high. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, stand tall. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, push up to down dog. You can add push-ups. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Coming into dolphin pose. So your hips and legs stay in your downward facing dog position. Drop your forearms to the earth. Your forearms can stay parallel or interlace your hands. Now push your forearms down. Keep your head and neck lifted off of the earth. Curl your toes in towards your face. There's going to be this moment where you can't really bring them in anymore. Stay right there. So you're pressing your forearms down. That'll slide your shoulder blades along your spine away from your face. Maybe this is where you stay or lift your right leg. Take a couple breaths. Notice if your shoulders sink into your ears, push through your forearms, find that length. Switch out your legs. You can always tap your knees down, find child's pose and rejoin in. This is a challenging posture all around. So stay with your breath. Notice if you're shaking, it's all good. Tap both feet to the earth. Crawl your toes in. Take 2 rounds of breath. And then knees tap down. Embryo pose. Sit back onto your heels. Bring your hands by your sides. Palms face up. Let your heart rate settle. Curl your hands forward. We meet in downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg high, bend your knee, open your hip. Feel the stretch through your inner hip and your right side body. Inhale, lengthen your right leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Step through low lunge. Inhale, warrior 1, ground your back foot, shorten your stance, then use your core to lift your chest, send your arms high. If this bothers your back knee, widen your stance. Give your feet a little more space. Chest expansion, interlace your hands behind you, cross your right thumb on top, peel your fists away from your low spine. You can always use a towel or a strap here. Send your tailbone down, draw your belly in, and then bend from behind your heart space. Take a breath in. Exhale, humble warrior, bow down, slide your right shoulder towards the inside of your right thigh. Push through both feet, squeeze your inner thighs together. And then with your core and pelvic floor pulling in, keep your grip. Inhale, rise back to warrior one with chest expansion. Now you've really got to activate your belly on that one. Exhale, bow down, humble warrior. Inhale, rise. One more time like that. With your breath, exhale, bow, push your back heel into the earth. Inhale, you rise, arms to the sky. Exhale, back bend, cactus out your arm. Inhale up. Exhale, warrior three. Any variation in your arms, step onto your right leg. You can bring your hands to the earth or hands to heart center, by your sides, whatever feels good. And then we'll take a swimming motion with our arms. Inhale, reach your arms forward. Exhale, swim your hands back. Now, if that's too much, just stay with your breath, your arms stay still. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hands back. Two more here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Coming into high crescent. Bend your right knee. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Land softly. So now your back heel spins to the sky. The feet are your important part of the transition. That's your base. See that your feet are hip bones distance apart. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Take a breath in. Exhale, warrior two. Open up, widen your stance, bend into your front lunge. See that your front heel meets the inside arch of your back foot. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Reach up and back. Find your side body stretch. Watch your front knee. Push it back over your ankle. Inhale here. Exhale, extended side angle, right hand down, left hand high. Any variation in your arms you'd like. Press through your feet. Feel your core activate. Then open your hips. Push your right thigh back in space as you roll your left hip back in opposition. Do the same with your heart. Your right shoulder pushes forward. Rotate your left shoulder back. Breath out. Inhale, reverse warrior, peaceful warrior. Exhale, high to low plank, plant your palms, take your push-up. We meet in down dog. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, open your hip, bend your knee. Inhale, extend your left leg long. Exhale, knee to nose, tuck your chin, squeeze your belly in, step through low lunge. Inhale, warrior one, shorten your stance, lift your chest. Get the entire back foot into the earth, angle your back toes to the top right corner of your mat. Exhale, hands back. Inhale, chest expansion, puff up your chest, take a couple breaths here. Maybe you widen the distance between your feet. Pull your belly in as you peel your fist away from your low spine. Inhale. Exhale, humble warrior, bow down. Slide your left shoulder towards your inner left thigh. Now press through both feet. Feel your belly pull in. Keep your grip. Inhale, you rise. It's a full breath. Exhale, bow back down. Inhale, rise. Exhale, bow. This time you rise. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, warrior three, step onto your left leg. Find any version in your hands that feels good. You can bend your standing leg as much as you need. Now, option to swim your arms. Inhale. Exhale, back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Two more. Inhale, high crescent lunge, bend your left knee, land softly, send your arms to the sky. Your feet are hip bones distance apart, find that transition. Take a breath in. Exhale, warrior two, open up. Bend into your front knee. Push through the pinky toe edge of your back foot so your back leg is turned on. Inhale, peaceful warrior, reverse warrior, reach up and back. Exhale, extended side angle, left hand down. Now use your bottom forward to push into your inner thigh. Then in opposition, push your inner thigh into your bottom forearm. Use that opposition of force to roll your right hip back and your right shoulder back. Breath out. Inhale, reverse warrior, peaceful warrior. Exhale, flow to down dog. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. We'll take that breath to movement. A couple times through on each side. Move at your own pace. You can always rest in child's pose if you need. Inhale, lift your right leg high, adding on just a little. Exhale, right elbow. Inhale, kick. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, extend. Exhale, opposite elbow. Inhale, kick. Exhale, step through low lunge. Inhale, warrior one, back foot to the earth. Exhale, hands back. Inhale, chest expansion. Exhale, humble warrior. Inhale, rise one more time. Exhale, humble warrior. Inhale, rise, arms up. Back bend, exhale. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior three. Swimming with the arms. Inhale, hands forward. Exhale, hands back. Two more. Inhale, high crescent. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extend. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, push up to down dog. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, left elbow. Inhale, kick. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, extend. Exhale, opposite elbow. Inhale, kick. Exhale, step through. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, hands back. Inhale, puff up your chest. Exhale, humble warrior. Inhale, rise. Exhale, bow. Inhale, rise, arms up. Back bend, exhale. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior three. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, hands come back. Two more. Inhale. And exhale, pull your belly in, lift up out of your left hip. Inhale, high crescent. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extend. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, find your way to down dog. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, right elbow. Inhale, kick. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, kick. Exhale, opposite elbow. Inhale, kick. Exhale, step through. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, chest expansion. Inhale, puff up your chest. Exhale, bow down. Inhale, rise. Exhale, bow. Inhale, rise, arms to the sky. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, warrior three. Inhale, reach. Exhale, back. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale, high crescent. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extend. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, find your way to down dog. Last side. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, left elbow. Inhale, kick. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, kick. Exhale, opposite elbow. Inhale, kick. Exhale, step through. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, hands back. Inhale, puff up your chest. Exhale, bow. Inhale, rise. Exhale, bow. Inhale, rise, arms lift. Exhale, backward bend. Inhale up. Exhale, warrior three. Inhale, reach. Exhale, circle back. Inhale. Exhale, full round of breath. Stay active through your back leg. Inhale, high crescent. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extend. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, float it down dog. Take a breath in, breath out. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, knee to right elbow, shift forward, get your shoulders over your wrists, maybe your left knee taps down. Then slide your knee over to your left elbow. Back to the right, over to the left. Couple more times. Use your breath here, use your core. This time you're going to end on the left, find the twist, coming into fallen triangle or pyramid. Kick your right leg out, send your left hand high. Push through your right palm so you're lifting up and out of your right shoulder. Stack your shoulders one on top of the other. Press your back foot into the earth. Maybe you hover your right toes here. Find the challenge in your oblique. Find the challenge in your upper body. One more inhale. Exhale, left hand to the earth. Kick your right leg back. And then right foot down. Other side, and now lift your left leg high. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Slide it over to the right. Left and right. You can tap your right knee down. Find your tabletop position. You've got a couple more. You finish on the right, find the twist. Fallen triangle or pyramid, kick your left leg out, send your right hand high. Press your entire back foot into the earth. Maybe you lift your left toes. One side's going to be a little easier than the other. Pull your belly in. Feel that squeezing, that contraction of your left side abdominal, your oblique. One more inhale. Exhale, right hand down. Kick your left leg back. Downward facing dog. 4 breaths here. Maybe that's child's pose for you. Slow down your heart rate. Slow down your breath. Shift forward to plank. You're going to drop down to forearm plank unless you really, really want your high plank. Get your shoulders right over your elbows. We're holding here for 2 minutes, 2 full minutes in your plank. So it's 2 full minutes of core and upper body strength. But you can tap your knees down. You can find child's pose. Take whatever variation you like. Option for some mountain climbers, step 1 foot out, the other foot out. You can push up to your palm, palm, forearm, forearm. So at the 30-second mark, I'm going to turn this into a side forearm plank, but you take what you need. So your right forearm is your base. In 5, 4, you're going to rotate your forearm. 3, in line with the top of your mat. 2, and 1. Turn your right forearm in line with the top of your mat. Supported or side plank. Maybe you take supported with your left foot down or your right knee down. Option for hip dips. You'll drop your hips an inch, lift your hips an inch. Drop and lift. Reach and extend through your top hand, but squeeze your shoulder blades together. Keep your hips aligned, one on top of the other. Roll your left hip forward. 2 breaths. Back to forearm plank. We'll take a few breaths here and then turn that into side forearm plank on the left. Take what you need. Find a break whenever necessary. Turning this to side forearm plank in 4, 3, 2, 1. Spin your left forearm in line with the top of your mat. Open to the right. Stack your hips or find your variation in your legs. Option to pulse. So last 30 seconds of this plank. Stay with me. You've got 20 seconds. Turning this into forearm plank in 3, 2, 1. You finish with 2 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Breath in. Breath out. Tap your knees down. Lower all the way to the earth. Rest your forehead onto your forearms. Let that go. We'll take a shoulder stretch. Send your right forearm out to the right, palm face down, or bend your elbow to 90 degrees. Roll onto your right side, open to the left. You can slide any sort of support underneath the right side of your face here, a block or a blanket, maybe a half bind. Back to center, other side, switch up your arms. Roll onto your left side body. Notice your heart rate, notice your breath. And then back to center. Thread the needle from down on your belly. Slide your right arm underneath your chest, just below your chin. Drop your forehead to your mat. If this is too much, bring your left knee out to the left in a half frog leg. Just allow gravity to stretch through your tricep, your right shoulder. Other side, push into your left hand, slide your right arm out, switch it out. Draw your left arm under just below your chin, rest everything to the earth. Bring your right arm underneath your shoulder, your right palm under your shoulder, slide your left arm out, tuck your toes. Inhale, tabletop or reverse push-up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, step through low lunge. Inhale, high crescent. Lift your chest, arms come up so your feet again are hip bones distance apart. Shoot your back heel to the ceiling. Get your shoulders right over your hips. Grab for your left wrist with your right hand. Inhale. Exhale, side bend up and over to the right. Now squeeze your inner thighs together. Straighten your arms as much as you can, but draw your shoulders away from your ears. Keep your heart facing forward. Send your tailbone down, tuck your pelvis towards your face. That'll stretch your left hip flexor. Full round of breath. And inhale, center. Chest expansion. Cross your right thumb on top of your left. Option to stay here or challenge your legs. Shorten your stance a little. Bend into your left knee. Hover your left knee off of the earth. So both knees are at a 90-90 bend. And then from here you pulse up and down. So it's straight up, straight down rather than a forward and back motion. If you have sensitive knees, maybe you just hold with the chest expansion, find stillness in your legs. So I want you to get to that point where your legs are burning, maybe they're shaking, and then connect with your breath, right? Make your breath louder, maybe more interesting, and any sort of thoughts that come up, especially any thoughts related to the challenge of this pose. We're gonna hold on the hover. Maybe you close your eyes, challenge your balance. 2 breaths. Come out of the lunge, arms come up, inhale. Exhale, warrior three, step onto your right leg, lift your left leg high. Draw your hands to heart center or to the earth. Bend your left knee, hug your heel in, flex your left foot, and then stamp your left foot to the sky. So you're pulsing here, feeling the activation through your hamstring, through your glute. We'll pull your belly in, that'll support your low back. 2 breaths. Breath in, straighten your left leg. Exhale, standing splits. Drop your hands to the earth, your gaze towards your shin or your knee. Maybe handstand hops if you're feeling it. Inhale, forward fold, exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana, sit low. Find the depth of your chair and then eagle on the right. Sweep your right arm under, left arm over. Right arm under, left arm over. Your left foot is your base. Lift your right leg up and over your left thigh. Your legs can take any shape here. Maybe your toes touch the earth to support with balance. Then open through your back. Lift your elbows up to your shoulders. Push your forearms away. You sit a little lower and then shift a little more weight back towards your left heel. Slowly unwind back to chair, sit low. Exhale, airplane arms. Inhale, rise one-legged mountain, lift your left knee in line with your left hip. Exhale, figure 4, hook your left ankle on top of your right thigh, sit down and back. If that doesn't feel good in your body, take another eagle wrap or both feet to the earth. Fold forward here, maybe you're taking the arm balance. Keep your left foot flexed. What that does is ignites the muscles that run along your shin and supports your knee, so protects your knee as it bends here. Inhale, one-legged mountain, lift your left knee in line with your left hip or kick your left leg straight. Exhale, warrior 3, hinge forward. Breath in, 2 squats. Exhale, bend your right knee. Inhale, you lift. Exhale, you bend. Inhale, you lift. This time, high crescent lunge, bend your right knee, land softly, take an inhale. Exhale, warrior 2, open up. Widen your stance, find your solid lunge. Extended side angle, drop your right hand down, left hand high. Maybe here you go for the bind, slide your top hand behind your low back. Full bind, drop your right shoulder down, reach underneath your thigh, interlace your hands. You can use a strap or a towel, but open through your chest. If you notice your chest dropping down, you've got to give yourself more space, which typically means using a strap so your bottom shoulder can stay a little higher. Push through your feet. Unwind any bind you have. Take a full round of breath. And inhale, star pose, come all the way up. Your toes turn in, your heels out. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Reach back, grab for your heels or your ankles. Take anything you'd like here. You've got about 8 breaths. It's a good time to make your way upside down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, low lunge crawl. Forward, spin your back heel to the sky. Inhale, twist. Roll onto the outside edge of your right foot. Open your right knee to the right. Work to stack your shoulders. Maybe this is where you stay. Or side plank. You can step straight into it or find high plank first and then open up. 4 breaths here. You can lift your top leg. You can place your left knee down on the earth. Breath in. Exhale, plant your right palm, option for your push-up. We meet in down dog. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, step through low lunge. Inhale, high crescent, lift your chest, arms come up. Shoot your back heel to the ceiling. Keep your feet hip bones distance apart and your shoulders over your hips. Right away, squeeze your inner thighs together. Take an inhale. Grab for your right wrist with your left hand. Exhale, side bend up and over to the left. Find those tiny movements here. Send your tailbone down. Tuck your hips, your pelvis towards your face. It's kind of like you're pushing your right thigh bone forward. Reach up and then exhale, bend deeper to the left. Two breaths. Inhale, rise. Chest expansion, exhale, interlace your hands behind you. Your left thumb is on top. Maybe this is where you stay or shorten your stance a little. Find the hover, bringing your right knee to a hover. Both knees are at 90-90 with your shoulders right over your hips. And then option to pulse. Keep your fists away from your low spine so you're still focused on the opening through your heart, your chest. Press firmly through the base of your front foot. Again, it's straight up and back down. Your front knee is over your ankle the entire time. We meet in the lunge. Hover your right knee if you're taking that variation. Option to close your eyes. Two breaths. Squeeze your inner thighs together. And then lift your legs, arms come up. Inhale. Exhale, warrior three. Hinge forward. Find the letter T shape in your body. Roll your right hip down in line with your left. Bend your right knee, hug your heel in. You start to pulse. Lift the base of your right foot to the sky as you activate your hamstring and activate your glute. Can you squeeze your heel in a little more? Breath in. Straighten your right leg back. Exhale, standing splits, hands to your mat or your ankle or your calf or handstand hops. The breath in. Exhale, fold feet together or hip bones distance apart. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose, sit low. Eagle on the left arm under this time. Left arm under or bear hug variation. Your right foot is your base. Lift your left leg up and over. Your legs may look a little different on this side. That's okay. Square off your hips, pull your left hip back, draw your right hip forward, and lift your elbows up, push your forearms away. Squeeze your thighs together, sit down, sit back, find your breath. Slowly unwind, chair pose, inhale. Exhale, airplane arms. Inhale, one-legged mountain, lift your right knee in line with your right hip. Exhale, figure four, sit low. Maybe an arm balance or a different shape in your legs. Keep your right foot flexed, it's at 90 degrees. Let's take two more breaths. Inhale, back to one-legged mountain or kick your right leg straight. Exhale, warrior three. Inhale, option for two squats. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale, squat. Inhale, you rise. Exhale, high crescent, bend your left knee, land softly, arms come up. Warrior two, open up. Widen your stance, find your lunge. Exhale, extended side angle. Drop your left hand, reach your right hand high. Coming into the half bind, slide your right hand behind your low back, maybe the full bind. Drop your left shoulder down towards your left inner thigh. Reach under, grab your hands together. Option to use a towel or a strap. So one side is usually more open than the other, so you may need more or less space here. Now notice if you're dumping weight into your front thigh, can you lift away from it a little, push through your feet, pull up on your pelvic floor, pull up on your low belly. Unwind your arms. Full round of breath. Inhale, star pose. Come all the way up. Turn your toes in. Exhale, wide-legged fold. Again, take what you need here. I'm going to go for a twist, so follow along if you'd like. You can bring your left hand to center or grab for your right ankle with your left hand. Inhale, twist to the right. Pull your belly in. This twist comes from your mid to upper back. Maybe a half bind. Slide your right hand behind your low back. Reach your right arm up. Inhale. Exhale, center. Switch it out. Right hand to the middle of your mat or your left ankle. Pull your core in first, then you twist. Inhale. Work to stack your shoulders. Keep your hips as level and even as possible here. Half bind if you took it on the other side. Keep rolling weight forward towards your toes. That does not bother your low back. Reach your left arm up. Inhale. Exhale to center. Take a breath in. Exhale, low lunge, crawl forward. Pivot your back heel to the sky. Inhale, twist. Lift your left arm up. Pull your core in and squeeze your inner thighs together. Then from here, roll onto the outer edge of your left foot. Open your left knee. Option to stay or side plank. Step straight into it or find high plank first. Maybe your top leg lifts. Maybe your right knee taps to the earth. Full breath in. Exhale, drop your left hand down. Option for your push-up. We meet in down dog. Take a breath in and a breath out. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, lizard lunge. Step your right foot to the top right edge of your mat. Option to keep your back leg lifted or tap it down. Maybe you drop down to your forearms or use a block if you're somewhere in between. Quad stretch, plant your left palm, bend your back knee. Maybe this is where you stay. Or go for the bind to reach back. Grab for your back foot. Hug your heel in towards your glute and push your glute back towards your heel. Shift everything forward and down. And release. We'll switch out our legs. Plant your hands. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee. Maybe it's a hop or a step. Find whatever version you did on the other side. Taking a few breaths in your lizard lunge, stretching through your inner hips. You took the quad stretch on the other side, make your way there in the next couple of breaths. And release. Halasana frog squat at the top. Step your right foot forward, sit in between your heels or maybe on top of a block. Press your elbows into your inner thighs. Lengthen your tailbone down. Option for crow pose if you want the arm balance. Plant your palms, walk your knees to your upper arms. Gaze forward, lift one foot, lift both feet. Or maybe you're focusing on the inner thigh stretch. Meet in a forward fold. Lift your hips, rotate your toes forward. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Step back, high plank. Shift your shoulders forward towards your fingertips. Start to bend your elbows. You lower down for 4, 3. Maybe your knees are to the earth. 2 and 1. Locust pose. Send your arms out to a T. Palms face down. Inhale, lift your chest, lift your arms. Maybe you lift your legs. Push your pelvis down, draw your belly in, and then really squeeze your shoulder blades together. Inhale, exhale, lower. 2 more times. Last one, inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Gaze one way, hands by your sides, or if that bothers your neck, stack your forehead on top of your forearms. Bound locust pose. Interlace your hands behind you. Draw your chin to center. Inhale, lift your chest. Lift your fists away from your low spine. Lift your legs. Point your toes and the crown of your head forward. Take an inhale, lift. Keep your grip. Exhale, lower. 2 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Switch out your gaze. Everything falls heavy. Draw your chin to center, floor bow, bend your knees, grab your feet from the outside. Now, if that doesn't feel good, take any of the 2 previous postures or cobra pose. Walk your knees to center, take a breath out wherever you're at, and then inhale, you lift. Pull your belly up and in. Use the strength of your legs to push into your hands as you open through your heart. Find the natural curve in your neck. Take an inhale. Exhale, you lower. 2 more, whatever posture you've chosen. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. And release. Let it go. If it feels good, bend your knee, drop your shins side to side. Switch out your gaze just to keep your head and neck even. Draw your chin to center. Press yourself up to a seat. We'll take a version of pigeon from a seated position, but you can always lie on your back. Take supine pigeon or come forward for half pigeon. So press your feet into a tabletop, push into your hands, lift your hips, cross your right ankle on top of your left thigh, and then sit back down. From here, if you want more of a stretch through your outer right hip, you're going to crawl your left heel in, push into your hands to draw your chest closer towards your right shin. Keep your right foot flexed and press your right knee away from you. Couple more breaths. And then we'll switch it out. Lift your hips, plant your right foot, bring your left ankle up on top of your right thigh, sit your hips back down, slide your right knee in as close as you'd like, push into your hands to get your chest closer to your left shin, press your left knee away from you, keep your left foot flexed, and then notice what your shoulders are doing. Instead of rotating inward, can you open through your heart, slide your shoulder blades back and down, keep all of that expansion in your chest that we've created. Full round of breath. And inhale, lift your hips, plant your left foot down. Seated forward fold, extend your legs out long in front of you, lift one thigh then the other. You can also sit on a block if you're tighter through your back or your hamstrings. Take an inhale, arms come up. Exhale, fold forward. You can bend your knees as much as you need to. Release your grip, crawl yourself up to a seat. We'll take a twist where we're at. Bring your right heel to your left hip. Lift your left foot up and over your right thigh. Even out the weight through your hips. If this is too much, kick your right leg out straight. Bring your left fingertips behind your back. Inhale, right arm comes up. Exhale, twist. Lift up through the crown of your head, you're creating length. And then exhale, draw your core in a little tighter. Breath in. And release, counter stretch. Switch it out, opposite heel in, right foot up and over. Feel the weight even through your hips. Your right fingertips come behind you. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale to twist. Inhale and release, exhale. Straighten out your legs. We'll meet down on the earth. So we'll finish class with bridge pose. If you have a wheel in your practice and you want to take it, go for it. If you have a block, maybe you take supported bridge. Walk your heels in towards your glutes. Get your ankles right under your hips. Keep your gaze on the sky so you're not moving your head or neck. Inhale, lift your hips up. Slide one shoulder blade under, then the other. Maybe a block underneath your sacrum for something a little more restorative. Or traditional bridge, you can interlace your hands underneath you. Push evenly through your feet. Keep your knees aligned over your ankles. Sometimes your knees will roll out. Sometimes your knees will knock in. 2 breaths. And lower all the way down. Knock your knees together for fallen bridge. Bring your feet wide. You can drop your shins side to side. If there's any final movement you need, maybe a happy baby, go for it. Figure out what shape your body needs for your final resting pose. Maybe it's supported bridge, supported fish, sticking with the heart openers. Or maybe you're flat on your back. Take a breath in. Hold at the top, sip in a little more air. Big exhale. Let it go. This is the most important posture of your practice. Reward your body and your mind here in stillness. Find a bit of gratitude as well for everything your body and mind do for you every single day. I will leave you here resting. Stay as long as you can. Thank you so much for joining. Bye-bye.